When is this going to stop? Seriously, Senator Thom Tillis has now introduced a new law that would force Twitter streamers to jail, get a felony conviction for multiple DMCA copyright strikes. Worse, Senator Tillis is trying to force this new law into this large bill that Congress is rushing to pass by the end of the year. If we do not stop this right now, it won't only be Twitch streamers that are affected, it will be all social media content creators just like you. Let me explain. All right, now I'm at my computer so we can really dig into this new proposed law. Let me switch it over to the desktop here. The first article where I heard about this proposed new law was from Dxarto, which is a well-known online gaming forum and news site. It says here, U.S. Senator wants Twitch streamers to face jail time for DMCA strikes. I also read about it on this website called Kotaku. Proposed U.S. law could slap Twitch streamers with felonies for broadcasting copyrighted material. Let's focus on this article first. It says here that Twitch streamers may face jail time when they're hit with multiple DMCA strikes on the Amazon-owned streaming platform if a proposal from Senator Thom Tillis is successfully squeezed into Congress's 11th hour omnibus bill. We understand that this bill has been delayed, I believe, to December 18th, 2020, but that's only a week.
Well, for him, it's a week away, but for me and everyone else, that is literally just one day away. That's literally tomorrow because it's the 17th right now. So that is literally tomorrow.
Week away. Let's move on to this situation. It says here, this time around, Senator Tillis is using the chance to take aim at copyrighted material being broadcast on Twitch and shared in YouTube and Instagram videos. The North Carolina representative believes law enforcement should be given effective tools to combat unlawful copyright use. Tillis's felony streaming proposal, available to read online, recommends any streamer or creator who shares a song, album, or unauthorized video clip in a commercial setting should face a felony offense with possible prison sentence. That's not good. So what I did is I went to his online proposal, and then we're going to do that so we can take you through it, because I think that when you actually read that online proposal, you will see that any intent of this senator to punish Twitter streamers and YouTube streamers and people on social media based upon his proposal is absolutely preposterous. The proposal really has nothing to do with game streaming. It has everything to do with film and TV streaming that is being pirated by people outside of America. So let's check it out. All right, so this is the course of action letter that article references. This is from the Register of Copyrights of the United States of America to Senator Tillis and also the ranking member of the Subcommittee on Intellectual Property. You'll see here, that it is dated July 18th, 2019. So this is a while back. The Register of Copyrights conclusion is, unfortunately, the rise of streaming as a primary model for content distribution has coincided with a similar increase in streaming piracy. And then there's a quote here. It says, indeed, a recent industry report noted that while video streaming of movies and television content is on the rise, with over 500 licensed portals worldwide, digital video piracy causes between 29.2 billion and 71 billion in lost revenue. And they actually cite a report. Let's see, this is going to be footnote 3 right here, that is entitled Impacts of Digital Video Piracy on the U.S. Economy. I'm going to save you the time. I actually have the report. I went through it in detail. The bottom line is the report pertains to data that was gathered back in 2017, and it has everything to do with people stealing film and TV video from streaming platforms, and really nothing to do with online game streaming. So when they use this particular report as evidence that there is an increase in copyright violations for Twitch streams or YouTube streams, that is absolutely wrong. This report is old data, and it pertains mostly to people outside the United States hacking.
What are you doing? I'm hacking the FBI.
Streaming of films and movies and taking those and distributing those. It doesn't have anything to do with online game streaming. Let's go to the next page here. It says here, Music streaming, which constitutes nearly half of the worldwide recorded music market, is similarly affected primarily by the practice of stream ripping. And then it has a footnote right here: music privacy no longer in the headlines, but still a headache. All right. So again, I'm trying to save you time on this stuff. Review this article and you can see. Why don't we just look at it real quick? All right. So this is the article that the Register of Copyrights references in the letter. It says music piracy no longer in the headlines, but still a headache. You know, one of the key insights of this article is right here. It says, in the digital age, 38% of consumers globally steal music and 32% steal digital music using stream ripping, according to International Federation of Phonographic Industries 2018 Music Consumer Insight Report. Now, stream ripping, of course, is where someone hacks into an existing licensed platform stream. So let's say Spotify, and they copy the copyrighted content from the stream and then they distribute it. So what we'll do is, it says right here, 38% of consumers globally steal music. All right, let's see where that's proven. And you click on this report and this is what you get. You get a 404 error. So I don't know where that report is, but it says this page you are looking for does not exist. So that's already not a really good point for this article. It's not based on any evidence.
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say
what?
And then we go down to the bottom, and this is the funniest part about it. Again, the copyright, or the Register of Copyrights, is basing conclusions about whether or not laws should be passed to put Twitter streamers in jail based upon these articles and supposed reports as evidence. And then it says here, the conclusion of the article is, if there's any good news about stream ripping, it's that it is not as big an issue in the US as it is internationally, said Krupnik, who studied the issue for the past 5 years. About 10% of internet users steal music using stream ripping in the US, he said. Now, I don't know, I'm not an expert in stream ripping, but I gather that's because it's fairly inexpensive to be a member of one of the music streaming platforms. And so there's no reason, if all the music is available in the globe to be streamed, there's not really a reason for you to steal music and then somehow try to sell it. No one's going to buy it. So this makes absolute sense. Again, this is a 2018 conclusion. We're 2020 and about to hit 2021. So I don't know if this article or any of this evidence is really relevant to having a law that would punish streamers for too many DMCA strikes. I just want to take a moment to talk about what is a DMCA strike. Really what it is it's shorthand for a copyright holder filing with a social media platform a notice which says, I, the copyright holder, own this particular art or this video, image, or audio clip, and someone is unlawfully infringing on my rights. And so as a result, I am directing you, the social media platform, to take it down. And so that's what we're talking about when we reference DMCA strikes. That means on Twitter, good example, you are streaming and you have copyrighted music in the background that's not authorized. You don't have permission for that. There is the possibility that Twitter could issue a strike. The copyright holder could file with Twitter a notice under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and it would take down your stream, or worse, take down your channel.
I'm gonna add a little bit more to that. For the people that's actually still, with me and following and watching this, but copyright claims doesn't particularly just stand for music. It can also stand for like anything else, like movies. I remember a while back I did a little short video clip for FORTNITE when the Cube came into the game during like season 5, chapter 1, when Kevin appeared. But I had like the beginning clip of the first Transformers movie in that audio, in the video, and I ended up getting a copyright claim because I had that in the video. So kind of have to be careful what you use. It's like not only just music, but you know, if you're streaming and there happens to be like a movie going on in the background or something like that, you may want to like mute or turn down the volume of that movie or something, or just, especially if someone's like watching a movie behind you or something, just tell them to put headphones on or something, because audio from a movie can also give you a copyright claim as well. So again, music, you know, that's pretty much what everything else is going on, but yeah, I just want to add that in there.
But I will say that more often than not, from all the anecdotes from my clients, that when there is a DMCA situation in a Twitter or YouTube stream or any other social media platform for that matter, it is usually unintentional, and people who stream should not be sent to jail because they unintentionally had copyrighted material in their live stream. And the other part that's very disturbing about this is that Senator Tillis has told us that he wants this to be a part of American law by the end of the year, without much time for debate from advocacy groups or legislators or the people. We don't have a say on this, and that's why it's very disturbing that the senator would try to get this proposed law made law by the end of 2020.
The revolution has begun.
All right, so now let's turn back to the article. All right, it says right here, since Tillis unveiled the proposal, many in the technology industry have come out against it. According to the protocol, as many as 18 organizations, including tech trade groups and advocacy organizations, have written to Congress begging them to decline the omnibus provision. So the biggest one, I think, is the Electronic Frontier Foundation. They have major concerns, as it says here, around the bill and having a negative impact on creators, internet users, and more. I like this particular provision right here, which says this could ruin the lives of regular people, and the chance of a felony would impact both expression and innovation, she continued. And that really is true. Again, if you are convicted of a felony, oftentimes that is a minimum sentence of jail time that could drastically impact your rights going forward in society, whether or not you can vote, or you can possess a firearm, or have some other civil activities. So it's a real big deal to have a felony, and especially when there's the chance that under this new law, you could be convicted of a felony, go to jail, all for unintentional conduct. Now let's turn to the...
Before he continues, some other stuff. Yeah, if you are convicted of a felony, it will actually make your life a little bit harder, because, you know, if you go to apply for a job and they ended up noticing that there's a felony charge on your record, then you know, some employers sometimes won't hire you. But it also like depends what the felony charge was. Now, if an employer sees that you have a felony charge for playing copyrighted music in a live stream, they're just going to probably be looking at it like, what the shit is this? But yeah, mainly employers, you know, that look at like felony charges and stuff like that, they just mainly look for people that has like felony charges for like you know, owning a gun that had like the serial number scratched off, or getting caught with drugs and stuff like that. But having a felony charge for something like this, not many people is going to take a second glance at, well, they probably will take a second glance at it, because it'll be a little outrageous. And another thing is, I find this kind of funny because Rodney, the lead singer for Fallen in Reverse, actually reacts to people's reactions to his songs when he live streams on Twitch. Because I've seen some of his clips, because he uploads them to his like well, they get uploaded to the you know, YouTube. You know, he kind of had like a channel on YouTube. I think it's uploaded to like the Fallen in Reverse channel or something like that. But he actually reacts to people's, reactions of some of his songs that he has put out. And he's just like one of them, people that literally just doesn't care if people reacts to his songs. But if this bill actually goes through, I mean, like literally all reaction channels are just going to be like poof, there's going to be Thanos snapped from YouTube. But yeah,
final portion of the article, and it says right here, what does this mean for Twitch streamers? Well, for now, nothing should change. Twitch streamers will still have to avoid DMCA strikes, but it's still going to be a slap on the wrist rather than a jail cell, which I'm really happy for. It says here, anyone sharing content on Twitch, YouTube, or Instagram should keep an eye on the bill. However, the situation is expected to be resolved soon, and if it falls against content creators, it could change the DMCA saga all over again. And I totally believe that.
Sure
If
will.
this were the case, and this is the scary part, a lot of times these laws get passed without us even knowing. They just get passed, and all of a sudden we wake up. It's kind of like COPPA last year. We wake up, and now our channel is disabled. The features of our channel are gone, and we can no longer provide for our families with the revenue we get from the social media platforms. And then the final portion of this paragraph, Judgment Day for Tillis's proposal, which includes the Case Act and Trademark Modernization Act, which I really want to talk about, make videos about too, is expected to be December 11th. I believe that's been extended to December 18th. Congress has confirmed the bill must be passed before the government 2020 shutdown on that date. So we have time, but not a lot of time. And a really negative part about this whole thing is this last line of this article, which reads, Amazon, which owns Twitch, has yet to publicly comment on the proposal. That frustrates me so bad. I think Amazon, who has a major interest in this, should be way out front in this and speak to these senators and Senator Tillis and say, this is not appropriate. Listen, I think everyone should be open to changing things because copyright holders do have rights too. However, we can't just pass secret laws, and push them into effect at the last month of 2020 without there being a substantial debate and substantial input from content creators. It just can't happen. So I have to tell you, I'm really frustrated with this. I don't usually like to make videos in which I'm angry or negative, but I want to make it a point to everyone out there, and that is that you have to watch carefully these laws that are being passed, especially now. They're changing so rapidly, and they're reducing our rights to have free speech online, to do what we want online rapidly. And at some point in time, the internet may be just a place for corporations, and I don't want that to happen. So really be aware of these laws that are coming out right now, because if you're not, you could lose everything you have. I see 3 key takeaways from this new law that may put Twitch streamers in jail. The first one is that you need to contact your local representative in America and make sure he or she knows that you oppose this new law. I don't care what it takes. Text them, email them, contact them in person, but wear a mask, and tell them that this is not satisfactory. You need the ability to stream live content and not accidentally have a copyright strike that sends you to jail. The second takeaway is that you can contribute to the Electronic Frontier Foundation's opposition to Senator Tillis's law. If you would like to donate to their cause, I'm putting a link to the Electronic Frontier Foundation in the description section below. Finally, the third takeaway is only stream video games according to the permissions of the game developer. If you do not know the policies, if you don't know where to find them, go to Google, type in the name of the video game that you want to stream, and then type streaming policies. That will pull up the website for the game developer, and you can read all the different policies that are applicable, and you can know for sure what you can and cannot do when you're streaming that game. As a side note, do not use copyrighted music in the background of your video game live streams. It may be tempting. A lot of these new video games like Cyberpunk 2077 have this ability to turn off the in-game music, and you may want to fill it with copyrighted music popular music that you want to have in there. Don't do it. Use music that you've created, use music that you have permission to use, or use royalty-free music in the background. Never use copyrighted music that you do not have permission to. If you do, this could be your ticket to jail. Thanks for joining me in the fight against these, what I feel are ludicrous new proposed laws. If you want to hit the subscribe button, great. Otherwise, thanks for watching.
That actually kind of threw me off for a second there because of his in-screen background is literally the same thing I use. See, look, that's literally the same thing I use. But yeah, pretty much what you know, if people are still watching here, which I hope people are still watching, because this is a very big deal here. If you know, for the people that are actually still watching, I'm actually gonna like give some tips here. If you're like some people that I know that, well, I play on PS4. The PS4 has like a onboard streaming feature, and of course, you know, it's very limited on what it can do. And one of the things it cannot do is like mute game audio. Yeah, you can turn down the music and everything and not have music playing in the background, especially in a game called, you know, like GTA 5 or Cyberpunk 2077. You can turn like the music audio down. But the thing is, in GTA 5, if you do the casino heist and the end screen comes up, which is like a white screen, and then after that goes away, you and your friend or you and your other friends that have done the heist will end up popping up on a cut screen and then music starts playing. Now, if you're using the onboard streaming feature on the PS4, if you press the PlayStation button to go to the dashboard, it will literally just cut off game audio completely. And the only audio it will pick up is your microphone. I've actually told this to one of my friends multiple times, but that is one tip. If you know there is one part in a game that will always play a copyrighted song, even though that you have the music audio turned all the way down, press the PlayStation button to go to the main dashboard, because the only audio it will pick up is your microphone. Now, with that in mind, I stream with my computer because I have an Elgato capture card. So I stream from my PC, and on my PC I use OBS. So I'm actually able to just automatically mute my game audio anytime I want. And I can still be in the game and play it. But now the part where he was talking about like copyright music and, you know, being careful and just play non-copyright music, you know, especially if you have like a licensed, you know, like thing through a music service. You know, there is like services out there that offers a license for music. I'm not talking about like actual like celebrity type of music, but it's, you know, non-copyright music, but you will have an actual license to play that music in your videos, your streams and stuff like that. But lately I've been using this one channel called StreamBeats, and this channel was put together from a live streamer right here, Alpha Gaming, but this is the actual person right here, Harris Heller. Him and I believe his buddy right here, Sam, is the one that put this channel together, or it was probably him and someone else. But anyways, all the audio on this channel is non-copyright. So if you go to like my previous streams and stuff like that and you hear music, it's the music from here, that I've been playing. I mean, there's some good songs on here, and you know, they actually like provide a good chill vibe, you know, scenario. So either like start listening to music from this channel, you know, StreamBeats by Harris Heller, or go to you know, like NCS, which is like no copyright sounds. You can go to that channel and listen to like a playlist from there. You know, just be very careful on the audio you play in the background, because if you're not careful, like he said, and if this bill goes through, then you might end up getting screwed. You'll pretty much, you know, probably end up losing your channel. You'll probably end up having to face jail time, which would completely suck, because I mean, freaking facing jail time because you played one copyrighted song or just a couple copyrighted songs in a stream or a video, that is literally just ludicrous, dumb. But this video is pretty long, and I hope that people has like stayed through this, because you know, if you're want to start a YouTube channel or something like that, then you're really gonna have to listen to this. But I will actually have all the links down below, the links that the social media lawyer, you know, this guy, all the links that he has provide in his description for like you know, this, you know, if you want to like support the Electronic Frontier Foundation, I'll have that link down in the description, and any other link that I can find that you know, is pretty much about this. And I will also have the link to this channel right here if you want to have music in the background of your streams or your videos, because this is the intention of why, you know, Harris Heller made this channel, for people to have, you know, good decent music for their videos and streams. But yep, this video is pretty much 30 minutes long, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. But I hope that you have literally listened to everything in this, because if you don't, then like I said, you can lose your channel. You can literally just lose pretty much everything. But yep, I'm gonna go ahead and head off, so I'll catch you in the next one later.